Good day all. The topic of our presentation is Ramsar Sites. Ramsar Convention is the first convention which introduced water protection and conservation. It laid the basic work for future environmental policy and increased environmental scientists' work as well as baseline to establish environmental science. Based on the Ramsar Convention, all should protect our wetland for ourselves. The signing of Convention on Wetlands took place on 2nd Feb 1971 at the smallest Iranian town of Ramsar. Since then, the Convention on Wetland is known as Ramsar Convention. Aims. What are the aims of Ramsar Convention? The Ramsar Convention broad aims are to head the worldwide loss of wetlands, to conserve through wise use and management those that remain. Third, to develop and maintain an international network of wetlands which are important for conservation of global biological diversity and sustaining human life. What are Ramsar sites? Under Ramsar Convention, Ramsar Site is a wetland site designated to be international importance. A wetland is a land area that is saturated with water either permanently or seasonally, such that it takes on the characteristics of distinct ecosystem. You can see in below picture. The depth is generally not more than 6 meters at low tide. It has ecotone between terrestrial and aquatic ecosystem. Ramsar governs natural wetland as well as man-made wetland. Inland freshwater. There are sources like lakes, reservoir, river and marshes. Above and underground. There are above and underground like carts and caves. You can see in. Now we will see threats to wetland. Natural threats. Natural disaster like hurricanes and floods. Then overgrazing by wildlife. Overgrazing on large scale create threats to wetland. Then third one is drought. Anthropogenic threats. First one is development. Draining out wetlands for construction, then damming them to form lakes or pond, and diverting water flow can cause threats to wetland. Then second one is pollution. Third one is sand and gravel mining. Then global warming and acid rain. So these are some factors which cause threats to wetlands. Next, major changes in land use, especially increased agriculture and grazing. Agriculture on large scale as well as grazing by animals on large scale create threats to wetlands. Then water diversion through dams and canalization also cause threat to wetland. Next one.
5 major types of wetlands are generally recognized. First one is the marine, which includes coastal wetlands including coastal lagoons, rocky shores and coral reefs. Coastal lagoons, these form along gently sloping coast where barrier islands or reefs can develop offshore. They are shallow, often elongated bodies of water separated by a larger body of water by a shallow or exposed shoal, coral reef or a similar feature. Rocky shores, it is an intertidal area of sea coast where solid rock predominates. Rocky shores are biologically rich environments and are useful natural laboratory for studying intertidal ecology and other biological processes. Coral reef is an underwater ecosystem characterized by Reef building corals. Reefs are formed of colonies of coral polyps held together by calcium carbonate. The second type is estuarine. Estuarine is a tidal mouth of large river where the tides meet the streams. This includes deltas, tidal marshes, and mangrove swamps. Deltas are the wetlands that forms as rivers empty their water and sediment into another body of water. Tidal marshes is a marsh found along rivers, coasts and estuaries which floods and drains by the tidal movement of the adjacent estuary. Mangrove swamp is a distinct saline woodland or shrubland habit formed by mangrove trees in brackish tidal water. Third one is the riverine. These are the wetlands along rivers and streams as you can see in these pictures. Fourth one is the lacustrine. Lacustrine are the wetlands associated with lakes. These are formed when lakes filled with sediments are drained. There are several reasons why drainage might occur, but in all cases, the water in the lake is lost, leaving behind a level land of sediments. Last one is the palustrine, meaning marshes, swamps and bogs. These are the wetlands include any island wetland that contains ocean-derived salts in concentration of less than 0.5 parts per thousand and is non-tidal. Wetlands within this category include marshes, swamps as well as bogs. Now the designation of Ramsar sites, which encourages the designation of sites containing representative, rare and unique wetlands. Conservation of wetlands can ensuring its wise use. Wetlands can be included on the list of wetlands of international importance. Need for such convention. These wetlands act as a storage of fresh water. It is the purpose of economic and domestic sustainable use of fresh water, maximum utilization of groundwater. As you can see in this picture, it is act as a storage of fresh water, then it can act as a sustainable use of fresh water, maximum utilization of groundwater, and it conserves water. Wetlands create sustainable products and livelihoods. Its purpose is also domestic as well as economic, and therefore finally it is important for the betterment of future.
Chilika Lake and Cuolets National Parks are the oldest recognized Ramsar sites back in 1983. Chilika Lake is the largest wetland area, 41,105 km. This is the pictures of Chilika Lake. Pantanal wetlands. World's largest tropical wetlands, lying mostly in western Brazil but extending into Bolivia and Paraguay. It is famous for its wildlife. Major tourist draw in Brazil. How can we save the dividing of wetland? The foremost tool is education. Educating and mobilizing local communities. Report illegal activities such as filling, clearing or dumping in wetland to government authorities. Plant native species of trees shrubs, and flowers to preserve the ecological balance of local wetland. Avoid wetland for residential expansion. Avoid sparing chemical on plantation on rainy days. Use phosphate-free laundry and dishwasher detergents. Pick all Pick up all litter and dispose in appropriate trash containers. Use paper and recycle products made from unbleached papers. Reduce, reuse and recycle household item and waste. Thank you.